Hello, my name is Anne Blackburn. I have made this video to explain to you all about my feeding tube and how to help me care for it. I hope you find it useful. I have had a gastric feeding tube, also known as a G-tube or a PEG tube, since 2015, and I'm so pleased I fought to get it. It has been a lifesaver and made my life so much easier. Before I got it, I was struggling to get enough hydration and my health was suffering. This video will explain how to clean the stomach site, how to change the water in the balloon and why we do it, what to do if there is a problem, how to attach the extension tube, how to give medication through the gastric tube, how to set up the FlowCare Infinity pump. There are several different types of gastric feeding tubes. There are ones that go up the nose and down the throat into the stomach. Others are placed directly through the abdominal wall into the stomach. They also come in different shapes and sizes. For example, there are long dangling tubes that come directly out of the body, and there is the Mickey button that sits close to the body out of the way. Different types of tubes require slightly different care. I currently have a low-profile Mickey button that has changed my life. This video will be focusing on the Mickey button. I generally prefer to clean the tube site myself, but if I can't, with a wet wipe clean the skin around it. Really get in and remove any discharge. If it is not removed, it causes problems and could lead to infections. Turn the button to clean around the entire stomach. I will inspect to see if it's clean enough. The Mickey button has a balloon filled with water inside my body that holds it in place, keeping it from falling out. The water in the balloon needs to be replaced once a week to make sure it's not leaking. If the water volume in the balloon gets too low, the button is at risk of falling out. I need help with this as it's too small for me to do myself. To change the water, you will need 2 of the white 10 ml syringes and some cooled boiled water. Fill 1 syringe with 4 ml of cooled boiled water and put it aside for a minute. I will check if the correct amount is in the syringe. Do not touch the tip. Attach the empty syringe to the port marked balloon. Slightly twist the syringe clockwise. You will feel it lock. Pull the plunger to start to withdraw the water. Once started, the syringe will fill automatically. Slightly twist counterclockwise to remove it. Check the amount and color at the water that came out and show it to me to check. Throw the water away and repeat the process to make sure all the water is removed. You will feel resistance on the syringe when all the water has been removed. Note, it's normal to lose a small amount of water, but if it's anything below 2.5 ml, the tube needs to be checked by a professional. Use the second filled syringe to refill the balloon. Slightly twist the syringe clockwise. You will feel it lock. Push the water into the balloon. Keep a finger on the end of the syringe and slightly twist counterclockwise to remove it. If no water comes out of the balloon, put tape over the button. Do not use until it's been checked by a professional. If the button falls out, insert something into the hole to prevent the hole from closing up. I have these emergency stomach plugs. My button size is a 14 French, the green plug. Use some lubricating jelly to put the plug into the hole and tape it in place, then call the gastric nurse to insert a new button. In order to use a Mickey button, an extension needs to be attached. Line up the black mark on the button and black mark on the extension, push it in. You will feel it click in and turn in the direction of the arrow to lock. To remove, turn in the opposite direction and line up the 2 black marks and gently pull out while holding the button with the other hand. Medications should be in liquid form whenever possible. Pills need to be crushed into a fine powder and mixed with water. I know my own medications and I like to be in control about what and how much I take. It's easier to get all the medication ready in syringes plus a cup of tap or filtered water before starting. Medication can either be put directly into the tube or through the medication port on the purple giving set. With the valve closed, screw the syringe to the tube or medication port and open the valve to push the medication through the tube. Close the valve and unscrew the syringe. Flush the tube with water before, between and after each type of medication. Although when I first got my G-tube I primarily used it for hydration, I am starting to use it more for nutrition too. I use a top fill bag with a pump to deliver my fluids and feed throughout the day. Open the door on the pump and insert the giving set in the machine. It only fits one way, then close the door again. Hold the start button down until it beeps. Wait for it to go through the setup. Hold down the fill set until it beeps and let the water fill up. This is to push all the air out of the tube. Do this 2 or 3 times. The first time is to fill the little plastic vial. Hold the plastic vial up to let it completely fill. The second time is to let the water run through the purple tube. When the water reaches the end and starts to drip, press the fill set button again to stop. Screw the purple giving set to the extension tube and open the clamp on the tube. I will take over from here as I know the settings I have it on.